She wants you. This sign never fails. And the most interesting thing is that the vast majority of men don't realize when this is happening, even when it's right in front of them. Because when a woman really wants you, she almost never says it with words. The body speaks first, the behavior changes, and everything happens so subtly that it seems like mere coincidence. But it's not. And today you're going to understand exactly why. Most men imagine that female interest is something obvious, blatant, almost like in a movie. However, psychology shows just the opposite. Female desire, when genuine, manifests itself through unconscious microsignals. These are small, repeated signals that are very difficult to control, and the more she tries to act normally, the more these signals escape without her being able to perceive them. There is a very clear psychological reason for this. When a woman feels attracted, her brain enters a state of positive emotional alert. It's a combination of curiosity, connection, and expectation. The nervous system begins to seek proximity, security, and validation, and that's exactly where the unfailing signal appears. It's not forced. It's not rehearsed. It's completely automatic. Before continuing, if this type of content helps you better understand relationships and human behavior, it makes perfect sense for you to like the video and subscribe to the channel. That way you won't miss the next content that can really change the way you position yourself in the connections you create. Now, pay close attention. The first behavior almost always appears when she is near you, and often doesn't even notice. She adjusts her body towards you. It's nothing exaggerated. It could be her torso slightly turned towards you, her feet pointing in your direction, or her body seeking to align with yours. This happens because the brain associates you with emotional comfort, and the body responds naturally by seeking this alignment. The second sign appears through small interruptions. She finds simple reasons to break the silence, comment on something unimportant, or start a conversation without a real need. It's not about what is being said, but about keeping the connection channel open. Psychologically, it is an unconscious attempt to prolong contact and avoid distancing. The third behavior is even more revealing. She starts reacting more to your emotions than to your words. If you show excitement, she matches it. If you get serious, she adjusts her tone. This emotional mirroring doesn't happen with just anyone. It emerges when there is real involvement and interest in creating rapport. The fourth sign is one of the most ignored. She naturally lowers physical barriers. It's nothing explicit, but the distance between you gradually decreases. She leans towards you, doesn't move away when you approach, and in many cases creates subtle and seemingly casual touches. All of this occurs without conscious planning. The fifth behavior confirms everything. She starts remembering small details about you, things you mentioned quickly, stories that didn't even seem important. This happens because when a woman wants you, her brain starts registering information linked to your presence as emotionally relevant. Notice how none of these signs depend on ready-made phrases or direct statements? That's exactly why this sign doesn't fail, because it doesn't go through the rational filter. It comes straight from the unconscious. And here's the most important point. When a man notices these signs and reacts calmly, with presence and emotional security, her interest tends to increase. When he ignores them or reacts with anxiety, her brain interprets it as instability. It's not about doing something extraordinary, but about not breaking the psychological atmosphere that has already been created. Now tell me something in the comments. Have you ever experienced a situation where you only noticed these signs too late? This answer reveals a lot about the emotional state of the person watching. In the end, understanding this sign isn't about manipulation. It's about emotional reading, about stopping the search for verbal certainties and starting to observe real behaviors. Because when a woman wants you, her body always tells the truth, even when her mind tries to hide it.